Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is TBR Schmitt. This is my wife Samantha.
Hello.
And today we're watching episodes 9 and 10 of The Sopranos. What'd you think of the last two episodes?
Last two episodes were wild. A lot of focus on Chris, and then he gets shot.
Yeah, I mean, a major event in Sopranos, I would assume. One of our main characters getting shot in a ridiculous way, currently in the hospital. So I have no idea how this is going to splinter and affect different relationships and groups and stuff. The whole possibility that Richie might be blamed or involved a little too much. I don't know, but it's crazy.
I don't know how this is gonna go. Could be really bad for Richie. I'm assuming it's gonna be really bad for the one kid that did survive.
Yeah.
I think this is probably one of the biggest events to happen to our main characters.
Other than Tony getting shot last season.
Right.
This season, this is definitely feels like the biggest event.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see how it plays out. We have 5 episodes left for the season.
Yeah. So we're getting close to the end of season 2.
Yeah, so I'm really excited. Obviously, we're very much into The Sopranos. It's a highlight of our weeks.
So if you'd like to see the full-length reaction for this, as well as everything else that we've reacted to, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you would like to interact with us on our Twitch, Instagram, or Twitter, all those links are in the description as well. And with that, let's get into the episodes.
He took a lot of damage to his spleen. They might have to take it out.
Ooh, to his spleen.
When you find him, I want him to suffer. You hear me, Sil?
We haven't seen his mom, right?
I don't think so.
I thought you wanted to help your friend.
Oh, they're gonna take care of it.
Yeah, they're gonna help. We're just not gonna talk to you. Well, Sal might, but later.
I don't want that fuck here. He said he'd only come back here if he had something on Matthew.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so a little more has progressed than what we've seen.
Yeah.
It's been a couple days.
If you're gonna keep doing what you do, then at the very least, I want you to get a vasectomy.
That's the compromise?
She doesn't want...
The idea what a bastard child would do to this family?
Yeah.
You're putting us all at risk.
There's so much about image.
Yeah. Oh.
The spleen.
I ask you humbly to spare him and grant him vision. May he see your love.
What a prayer.
He was resuscitated, the bleeding was brought under control, and he's now in stable condition.
Oh.
But he was clinically dead for about a minute.
Yeah, will he have brain damage?
He asked twice for you and Mr. Soprano.
He's awake?
I'm going to hell, T. I crossed over to the other side.
Oh, man.
And then Mikey gave me a message for both of you. Tell Tony and Paulie 3 o'clock. This fucking morphine drip, I don't think it's working.
What is this ominous message?
It's war. Soldiers, they kill other soldiers. Everybody involved knows the stakes. You gotta do certain things.
Yeah, it's an interesting way to justify all the killings.
I'm just asking a question.
You pick now to act like Betsy fucking Ross. When my nephew's in a fucking hospital, he might not get out.
Oh, 3.
Yeah, he cannot get this time out of his head.
No.
What, 3 o'clock again?
Quiet.
Wind chimes.
Scrubs?
My wind chimes?
Sorry, hon.
Mikey and Jojo got the fountain blue, and Kenny and me wound up in the Bella Vista room at 3 o'clock.
What does that mean?
What does that have to do with Polly? Gotta let him rest.
Every night at midnight, they whack him the same way he was whacked in life, and it's painful.
Damn.
Purgatory. You add up all your mortal sins and multiply that number by 50. You add them together, and that's your sentence.
That's the equation for purgatory?
6,000 years before I get accepted into heaven. I can do that standing on my head. It's like a couple of days here.
It's making him feel better.
Yeah, I think he's also making himself feel better.
The painkillers aren't helping?
No, they're pretty fucking good.
Just keeps pressing that button.
The other night, when your heart stopped, I prayed to Jesus to spare you. I asked that he grant you vision. You saw something that none of us have ever seen. So what did he say to you?
Who?
Jesus.
He didn't meet Jesus.
Tony said that you saw Jesus smiling and he took you to see your father in heaven and,
Oh.
I was in hell, Carmela.
You what?
They said that's where I'd go when it's my time.
Tony.
Yeah. I was wondering why she was so excited.
It is not too late for you, Christopher. If you pray, you just have to follow me.
Even awake again?
the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Maybe the vision was what his life will be if he doesn't change.
You gotta prove it to yourself first, Tony. Yourself and God.
You're only religious when it suits you.
Straight to the food.
Isn't it a sin to undo the good work he's done?
Well, you should know. You made a living of it.
You're unfucking believable, you know that?
Really, man?
What even is that?
You had dinner an hour ago. What the fuck are you doing to yourself? I'm supposed to get a vasectomy when this is my male heir?
Whoa.
Tony, come back here and apologize!
That's gonna fuck up AJ forever right there.
His name is Cullen. He's a psychic. You got nothing to lose except the nightmares.
Or just opening up to a stranger.
Right.
Tacklebarney State Park. Up that road there's a gray house.
Bevelak was there?
$20, baby.
Man, that info only costs $20?
Probably more about making connections.
He says you found his body. He knows how traumatic that was. He couldn't take the pain anymore.
Paulie's a believer.
Charles Pagano.
How the fuck do you know that?
He says he was your first. Poison ivy?
Oh, poison ivy?
He wants to know if it still itches.
Don't fuck with me.
But that was a couple of names of people he killed.
I'm dragging a bunch of fucking ghouls around with me. Mikey's their fucking ringleader.
Is Mikey the guy who they shot in the forest after the poison ivy?
That's what I was thinking now.
I did this guy over 30 years ago, T. How the fuck did he know that?
Does he know where Matt Bevelak is? Fucking Ghostbuster that? Because we're out there breaking our ass.
An apology pizza?
Your feelings, you keep them inside, and you and me, we react without thinking. That's why I get mad at you. I see myself in you. Couldn't ask for a better son, AJ.
Aww.
Pussy's on the phone. He says it's urgent.
Oh yeah, Pussy has the location, I think.
I really want some pizza.
Do you?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, pizza time.
I'll be right there.
What's going on?
Nothing.
Glad he cleared things up with AJ, but he also just kind of left him.
Give me one.
Ooh, you're doing this yourself?
Furio and me are on it.
Oh, Furio. Yeah, just send
Yeah.
Furio.
I want to do this.
Oh, damn.
Cut Furio loose. Raise a crowd.
Oh no, just these two? Oh, this is definitely him.
Don't you think we could have killed you already? If we wanted you dead?
Oh, is he gonna throw Richie under the
Yeah,
bus?
that's what I was just thinking.
He said we're being pissed on, disrespected, and then we should score points with Richie. Anything, Tony. I'll tell you anything you want to know.
Yeah, of course you will. You're about to die.
It's nothing to do with Richie. He didn't ask for it.
Okay.
He got mad when I told him.
Come here. Come here, come on.
Ooh, you're getting fucking burned.
Oh, shit.
It was Sean all the way.
See if you got something to drink.
What can I get you?
Oh, I have an idea of maybe what would happen. Okay, never mind. I thought he was gonna come with gasoline.
Cause that sugarless motherfucker, the less fucking drink you're ever gonna have.
Hurry, please, Tony.
Oh. To be honest, he got it pretty easy, getting shot in the head first. Christopher's mom wanted him to suffer.
Yeah.
Your problem's a spiritual matter. Maybe, but irregardless.
Irregardless.
I should have been covered by my donations. When the organ needed a rejob, who was there?
I don't think you can pay your way into heaven.
You've been slacking off on me, and you left me unprotected. I'm cutting you off for good.
Damn, Polly's going through it.
Rich man and a poor man, they got the same wedding anniversary.
It's like raw.
He says, I got her a pair of slippers and a dildo. If she don't like the slippers, she can go fuck herself.
I can't believe they're so casually eating.
After killing someone?
I've been thinking. I'll do it.
Whoa.
Snip, snip.
I don't want you to do it, Tony.
No, you want me to do it.
Yeah.
And now I want to do it. We'll do it.
Even though this is technically a way of saying, I'm gonna keep on cheating.
Yeah.
I started thinking, Meadow is leaving soon.
Oh, she wants another kid?
I may want to have another baby.
What are you, trying to drive me fucking crazy?
All I want is you.
What can I do?
Prove it to me.
How do you prove not doing something? Turn those away. Don't watch this. We did have pizza party.
It was delicious.
In between episodes.
The Sopranos influenced us.
Yeah.
You have to be absolutely 110% sure this is who you saw.
I heard gunshots, but I thought it was kids with firecrackers.
Oh man, someone spotted them?
May I ask who the dead man was?
Just a poor kid got hooked up with the wrong crowd.
Crack?
I think this guy's dead.
This guy?
Yeah. I wouldn't be shocked if these guys are on a payroll somewhere.
Yeah, I guess because those are just the, like, area police versus the FBI. Do you want more kids? Oh, that's not where I thought that was going.
No, neither did I.
What's the matter? You lost?
I can't turn my back for a minute.
I know what that's like.
Okay, bitch. Fucking take your kid next time.
Charging me twice as much as everybody else.
I don't see what he says.
Since you own part of the company.
About that.
Put that on the store tab. I don't fucking work to move some picnic coolers.
When's one of these vendors gonna realize I'm never gonna pay him and call the cops?
Ooh.
Unless you're ready to pay us the principal you owe us.
Damn, this guy's so screwed.
Spider.
So kill it.
You do it.
Come here and kill the friggin' thing.
I'm with you, AJ. No fucking way.
Some man here to see you.
Oh!
The police.
Oh no.
You let them in the house? Warrant. Warrant. Agent Harris.
Oh, these guys.
Look, lawyer up. Come in one-on-one. It's your call.
On your way out, do you think you could roll the garbages down the hill? Tomorrow's pickup day.
It's not good.
I haven't seen Tony in a while. You mean besides the night Tony capped the Bevilacqua kid?
Oh, shit.
What are you talking about? Did you fuck me? Did you fuck me? Take it easy. You will never see the streets where you live for 50 fucking years.
Uh-oh.
Planner was planning something and didn't tell me and didn't wear a fucking wire.
I told you no.
Damn, he was there.
Get me Tony on tape talking about this murder. So who's the witness? You don't want to see my darker side.
They gotta get this witness.
Are you all right, Tony? This is some bad shit here. How did this happen?
It's his nephew.
Should have left it up to Furio, though. That's why you brought him over here.
When I found out about Eric's car, I told Tony to give it right back.
Oh. This is Dave's wife, the game store guy.
Oh.
Just so long as Eric gets into Georgetown, it's his first choice.
I wish it was Meadows.
Artist with wallpaper, the only one you trust with your Brunswick and Fields.
What was that?
Victor Musto.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
Watch out, Vic.
Do you have a card, Vic? Or?
Yeah, sure.
Uh-oh.
Bonded, state certified, but I'm still dangerous. Nice meeting you.
Oh, you too.
Don't even think about it. She's married to Tony Soprano.
Mary's good enough for me.
Especially that ring. Probably came off a dead person's finger.
Who is this? What the hell are you doing?
David.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, no.
Are you down there?
Be right up.
I mean, she has to know that he's in debt to Tony about the car.
Richie, baby, you're the best. You're the best one.
This is the worst thing ever.
Best. Oh, baby, you're the best.
What?
Oh, you're the boss. It should be you. It should be you.
What?
Why'd you say that?
I find powerful men erotic.
Was that another dig at me?
I gotta be loyal. Without that, we crumble.
Wow.
Yeah, right?
Castellano.
Who's that?
I don't know.
Well, I think of that jacket I gave your brother.
Oh, the jacket.
I could slice an ear off his head.
Well, Ma, do you need something?
Oh, we haven't seen her in a while either.
You smoking marijuana.
Someone having a dream about a certain construction
Wallpaper.
wallpaper guy. Tony's definitely out banging someone.
Where is he?
Murder and 8 of racketeering. 20 to life.
It is a little suspicious. Why aren't they talking to Sal?
I mean, literally, the witness couldn't.
ID him, yeah.
But why wasn't he in that book?
I will fucking cut you. Just tell me.
Take it easy, Tone. It's fixable. There's an eyeball witness.
Oh, they found him?
Did you see anybody? Did you see another living fucking soul?
Fuck no. All my friend at the station knows is that he's a civilian.
Keep a suitcase in my trunk.
Tell us about it.
It's fucking starting.
Get the fuck back in your fucking hole!
That was quick. He started getting letters.
Yeah, I don't know why they tried to do this.
You're doing a good job.
I mean, they're just going to tank this business and then lose any profit moving forward.
It's been months since Davey took me to dinner.
I doubt he was wired.
Yeah.
Dave's been even more preoccupied than usual lately. Thank God the store's in my name.
Oh, no.
It was so nice to meet your brother the other day. I had a dream about him.
Well, he asked me about you too.
He was wallpapering my dining room.
The dream was your subconscious.
Was he wallpapering your dining room?
No.
What does that mean?
Well, he's getting to that age where he's got a life of his own.
One that doesn't include you. Bittersweet this period.
I could be going away for a very long time for something I didn't do. How about, gee, that's too bad, Anthony, or what a shame, Tony. What the fuck are you for, anyway?
They always have such hostile conversations.
I've never seen you like this.
Like what?
Scared.
You know, I don't fucking deserve this.
I don't remember the last time they've had, like, a good therapy session.
That he's, like, leaning so hard into that he didn't do it.
Just tell me, T. What do you want me to do?
Just let me think.
Damn, he really should have just let Furio do it.
Yeah.
Congratulations. It's a fucking disaster.
You guys ran it into the ground.
What's the end? Planned bankruptcy.
Yeah.
This is how a guy like me makes a living. This is my bread and butter.
It's not going to end well. Wow.
If I wouldn't have banged my foot on the flip turn, I would have came in second. Where's Dad? He had a very important meeting. He'll be here next time. This is the last meeting of the season.
Damn, and he wanted to spend more time with AJ.
My wife's gonna come in here once a week for an allowance. You don't ask her any questions. This witness can't remain nameless forever.
I didn't hear that.
You promised him you were going to be at his swim meet.
Oh, shit, I forgot.
Should have seen his face when you weren't there.
When he had to go to the mall when I wanted to take him to the movies.
What are you, 6 years old?
Yeah, you're the adult here, Tony.
I try to be there.
What is with you, Tony?
Oh, yeah, she doesn't even know.
What's wrong with you?
What was that?
This is very out of character.
Yeah. Even Tony didn't really know what to make of that.
You know I love you, right, man?
Dad,
No, don't dab me. Come on.
I know that you love me.
Because your mother doesn't think I love you enough.
Can you listen to her?
Everything I've done and everything I will do, it's all for you and your brother. You know that. And I know you think I'm a hypocrite.
I'm going to bed. Can I?
Good night, baby.
Yeah, we haven't seen Tony like this.
Sometimes we're all hypocrites.
He needed that.
Yeah. Oh?
Ooh, some wallpapers getting...
Freaking coolers.
I smelled those sausages cooking and I wanted you to make me lunch.
You.
Guess I'm hungry for a home-cooked meal.
What else are you hungry for?
We're talking about the powder room. Do you have a minute to take a look at it now? I could kind of use some input.
Oh, yeah.
Paper in the back of the door here. I must have been out of my mind.
Uh-oh.
It's a lot for the eye to handle in such a confined space.
Oh, Jesus.
It'll never happen again.
No, of course not.
I apologize.
Ooh, she's gonna have some dreams tonight.
Fuck, I turned my head 1 second and they slip one in on you. Fucked an arson investigator last week.
You and I both know he's got to go.
Damn.
I dare you in my own home.
Come on, Junior, you know it.
Straight to the murder?
I left my brother's house one night and my wallet was light. Word to the wise, that's all I'm saying.
Wow.
Georgetown.
Wait list.
Oh.
You don't know them anything.
Thanks, Grandma.
Oh, chocolate pasta.
Oh, that did not look good.
You could send Ramon to the other job. That way you and I would have a chance to talk.
Oh, no. Be here alone?
That would be so great.
And I could make a lunch for us. That's terrific.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Who was that?
There's nobody there. Wallpaper man.
Meadow's like, sure, Mom.
Fuck, give me that.
You named Tony Soprano.
Yeah.
Tight-lipped as it may involve a high-ranking mafia member.
Or does he not know what he looks like?
Where on the fridge?
On the fridge! On the fridge!
Where on the fucking fridge?
Yeah, he identified Tony Soprano.
I'm confused. What's happening?
Did he not know what Tony Soprano looked like
Yeah.
when he named him? I mean, Tony Soprano's on the news like all the time.
How much did you fucking lose?
For Christ's sakes, Vic, everything. The savings, the business, everything.
You disgust me.
He's gonna name drop Tony.
I mean,
Don't tell me you blew Eric's college fund.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. He's not going to college.
Jesus.
Lost his car, lost his college. The wife lost her business.
Well, I'm paying for that kid's education.
Thank you. You're a great man, Vic.
Break his arm or something.
Vic is extremely patient.
Tony fucking Soprano. They fucking eat through everything like fucking termites. You got no idea what dead eyes means until you face these people.
And you have a lunch date with Tony's wife.
No, I think that's over.
He might bring it up.
You think he'll still go?
He might bring it up if it's gonna save his nephew, I guess, and his sister.
It's over, Skip.
What do you mean?
He realizes now he didn't see what we know didn't happen.
So they didn't kill him, he just got so fucking scared.
T?
Yeah.
Sleep well, my friend.
So the detectives didn't tell him because they didn't want him to be freaked out.
I guess so, right?
But when he found out, now he's telling the detectives he's backing out.
Yeah, he's like, actually, I didn't see shit.
I met somebody that reminded me of you.
Like me in what way?
Smart. She told me that I'm my own worst enemy.
That's kind of a cliche, isn't it?
Well, you had to be there. Okay, so I wanted to fuck her. But I mean, she was right, what she said.
Oh, you wanted her?
The question is, how do you stop?
I dodged a very big bullet, so I don't need any more psychiatry today.
Wow, okay.
Best session they've had.
I'm feeling good. Goodbye. She's feeling good, too. She's going all out.
Yeah. Is he coming, though?
Liliana, can you get that?
Oh.
Mr. Musto knows come.
Oh, was he okay?
Oh, yeah, but he has to go to the other job.
Damn, she got stood up?
Called it.
You did. I just thought he would confront them.
No, I think he wants nothing to do with it. It's crooked. Damn, that's what they go fishing on?
It's a nice boat.
620 horsepower.
Are you out of the no wake zone or whatever?
Look out! Stop!
Fuck them over. They don't even care. All right, that was episode 9 and 10 of The Sopranos. What'd you think?
I feel like those were huge episodes.
Yeah, I think that really took some time to open up a few good storylines.
Yeah, we're kind of getting the aftermath of the Chris shooting. Some really scary moments, especially for Adriana.
Yeah.
With Chris, I mean, they lost him for a minute, went into surgery, but he seems to be recovering, which is good.
Right.
But that also sparked the kind of, we'll say, internal investigation of what happened, who did it, why, which really kind of kicked off everything going on in episode 10.
Yeah, and I was anticipating a lot more issues with Richie potentially being suspected as being more involved or something, but it does seem like that was cleared up. I mean, clearly no one likes Richie in Tony's camp.
Yeah.
But even when they caught the guy, he was like, oh, you know, Richie never asked for it. He had no idea. He was pissed off when we told him. So I guess our idea that Richie was going to be really screwed from this didn't really materialize.
No, I really thought that that was going to be like a huge portion of it, was either something happening to Richie, there being this huge divide, something coming from it, and literally nothing did.
No, there was some more like deep thinking moments, I guess, that came from this, with Christopher thinking that he went to hell when he died.
Yeah.
With Paulie and the whole 3 o'clock, like what the hell's going on type of thing, and the whatever psychic who started naming off people that he killed.
Yeah.
So it was very, I guess, thoughtful, or the characters were going through very thoughtful processes.
Yeah, there was a lot going on. Obviously the show, like all of the characters on the show really have like a odd dynamic, I guess I'll say, that this is like the mafia, but they're all supposed to be extremely Catholic.
Right. I don't remember if it was episode 9 or 10, but the conversation that I think Tony was having with Dr. Melfi when he talked about like that he thought he was going to heaven. So even though they are very religious and Catholic and stuff, they justify it in a very interesting way where everyone is soldiers and it's a war and everyone's fighting. When you think of it, like, war is hell, it's disgusting, it's terrible, but these people are doing what they need to do in that moment. So when they justify their like mafia organization as an ongoing war, I don't know, that I just never really thought of it that way. Because have we seen like a civilian die in this show? We've seen some get beat up a lot.
Not just like a totally innocent civilian. I don't think besides Chris in the deli, everyone else is like involved. Even if it's like just paying into the mafia, they're still kind of involved.
Which goes to what Tony was saying, was like, everyone knows the deal, everyone knows the stakes. You sign up for this life, and if you sign up for it, you're playing in just a different field. So that when you kill someone, in these people's minds, like, well, yeah, I mean, I murder people, but I murder other murderers or something.
Yeah.
It's just very strange how they justify it. But yeah, like you said, they're all heavily religious.
Yeah, the justifications that we were hearing throughout, even like Carmela when she was talking to Christopher, and then Tony with Dr. Melfi, Paulie with multiple people that he was talking to, and the priest, just based on like how much money he had given.
Right.
He expected like protection.
From unholy stuff.
Yeah, from the people that he's basically killed throughout the years. Very interesting because we get so much of both. Obviously, the show is supposed to be centered around the mafia, but not an episode goes by that we don't have like a good amount of religion in the episodes. So it's crazy that we're this far into season 2, and this is the first time that I've even really thought like, wait, how are these people super Catholic and do all of the things that they do?
Right.
So this is the first time we're really getting that justification that they're making for themselves. Very interesting.
Yeah, a couple of like deep thinking episodes.
Yeah.
And it was also interesting to see the duo who actually takes out the guy who shot Christopher. For it to be Tony and Sal, or AKA Pussy, that was a critical storyline.
That was so bad. I mean, honestly, from the moment that Tony is with Sal and Sal's like, hey, like, you don't need to worry about it. Furio and I got this. Just from that moment, like, I had a bad feeling because I was like, Tony, you're so high up and beyond this.
Yeah, he should not be in these situations.
No, and like you said while we were watching, like, that was the whole reason they brought Furio over.
Right.
Was to take care of stuff like this. So that was just like, what are you doing? He kind of let just like his personal feelings and anger, because it's Christopher, get kind of in the way and block his judgment.
Right.
But damn, the fact that they were so sloppy that there was a witness, and that scene was brutal with that kid. I mean, I totally misread at the start of, I think, the next episode, in episode 10, when he hears the kids like yelling mommy.
Oh, right, yeah.
I was thinking like after the conversation that Carmela had about wanting to have more kids, that I was like, oh no, this is Tony thinking like, oh, I'm starting over again. No, that was like the mama that, I think his name was Michael?
I don't know, something like that.
Like his last kind of words.
Right, calling out before he got murdered.
Yeah, so I very much misread that situation, but
I took it the same way.
yeah, I mean, that whole scene of them talking to him, we kind of went through that already with the Richie thing, thinking that was going to be more of a big deal. But just the fact that Tony and Sal were the ones to do it is wild.
Especially with how little Tony has been trusting Sal lately, and for him to carry out a hit with Sal.
Yeah, I mean, I guess maybe Sal got to be a part of it because he was the one that came forward with the information.
Yeah, that's true. He found him technically, or one of his guys somehow found him.
Yeah, which is funny because that guy didn't even want to tell Sal. He asked for Paulie, and he asked for
Silvio, I think.
Yeah, Silvio. So interesting that it ended up being Sal, and then put Sal in a position where he's lying to the FBI about it.
I mean, we keep seeing situations where Sal can do something to put Tony away for good and make good with the FBI, yet he's not. He's still lying. He's still covering up. I don't know how many more episodes we're going to have seeing Sal play this middle ground. Something's got to break.
No, I agree. And I mean, there was definitely, it almost seemed like it came to a breaking point with them in the car.
Yeah.
When that cop was like, were you there? Knowing that it was like, they mentioned like a heavyset gentleman. They couldn't identify him. It was kind of obvious that it was probably Sal.
I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if they're going to find out that he's a rat, even though technically I don't think he's told them anything. But still, I think they're going to view him as a rat. Or if he's going to somehow get out of this FBI thing, or if he's just going to go to prison. Like, every time I see Sal, I feel worse and worse for him. Because I see him not betraying Tony. But at some point, this is going to blow up and it's going to be real bad. I don't see a peaceful ending to this.
I honestly think that he's going to go to prison.
That might be the most peaceful situation.
Yeah, I have a feeling that the FBI agent is going to lose his patience. And I don't know if he's gonna threaten to tell Tony, or it's somehow, I think it's gonna get to a point where it's gonna be too much and too scary for him to continue to move forward. And he's just gonna be like, I'm done. Just take me in, I'm done with this.
Take me in, you're not using me anymore.
Right, which at that point might turn out to be a whole other something, because Tony and everyone may find out at that point that he was a rat.
Not gonna be good, but they took out a hit together. They went out to dinner. Like, they did have a great night. They were laughing and drinking. It's definitely the happiest that I've seen Sal in a long time. But the ramifications of this in episode 10, I don't know why it didn't click in my mind until Dr. Melfi said it, where she had never seen Tony scared like this. For whatever reason, I just thought, okay, it's another Sopranos episode. But once she said that, I started paying more attention to Tony. I was like, you know what? He is acting stranger than we've ever seen, or in a different way.
Yeah, and I actually thought it was interesting too, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like that might have been also the first time that we saw his lawyer.
I think we've seen him before for something.
Maybe it was the first time the FBI was coming around?
Something like that, maybe.
Yeah, so it just seemed like he was definitely in more of like a panic for the entirety of episode 10.
It was different. Like, we've seen him, the FBI, the first time, when they were like getting the cash and the guns and stuff. Like, that seemed more like an annoyance. Like, pissed off again. I have to hide this shit. Mm-hmm. Whereas this one, it felt like the end, where it's like Tony was like, damn, it's over. I'm not going to be here for my son. You know, him just drinking alone in the dark and just trying to confirm that his daughter knows that he loves her. Like, these are situations that you would only be in if you thought everything was going to be over.
Yeah, it was very telling for Tony. You kind of get to see all of the things that he finds the most important in his life. He's preparing, he's making sure that Carmela has money and an allowance. Like, he's setting everything up. So it was very interesting, and to see him kind of blow up, like he blew up on Anthony. You know, he had a couple of pretty strong words, or he was just kind of angry when he was with Dr. Melfi.
Yeah.
He was genuinely scared, and I think it's having a witness to a murder, probably the worst case scenario.
Oh yeah, other than like physical evidence or something, I don't think he's ever been in a situation this bad. Mm-hmm. And thankfully, he just has a reputation that is so frightening that once the witness found out who it was, he was like, fuck, sorry, I forgot, I didn't see anything.
Yeah, like, I'm pulling this, I want nothing, I won't talk, I won't testify.
Which saved that guy's life.
Literally. I mean, he seemed pissed that they wouldn't have, like, let him know that that was Tony. They just had a book. And it was like, oh yeah, it was definitely this guy. And clearly the guy didn't put two and two together that that was Tony Soprano.
No.
Which is funny, because when he was going through it, I guess I never even thought about the fact that people didn't know who Tony Soprano was.
Yeah, especially because we see him on the news.
Yeah, a number of times. In the newspaper, obviously, when Christopher was in the newspaper, he was all excited. So it was kind of shocking that he didn't know who he was. But damn, as soon as he found out.
Yeah, he backed out. His wife was fucking pissed too, or scared.
Yeah.
But the relief that Tony felt for that was huge, I'm sure. We also had some moments with Meadow, obviously, like the touching moment with Tony, kind of in the dark there. Tony also had a very touching moment with AJ when he did go off. Like, that was some hurtful shit where he like talked about like, this is my heir, like, you kidding me? But then he had a really good moment with AJ. But one of the characters that had the most, I guess, interesting ideas was Carmela.
Yeah, there was a lot going on. Obviously, we had a lot of conversations about Tony sleeping around, then Carmela wanting him to get a vasectomy, then him coming back and saying yes, and her changing her mind and deciding she might want another kid. Carmela was kind of going through it. There was a lot of stuff happening with her. As soon as she laid eyes on that wallpaper man,
Vic?
yeah, like she was in love with him.
Yeah.
So that was so interesting how that all tied into the David storyline, which that's one thing about that I freaking love about this show is just how everyone is so intertwined and the wives all know each other and their brothers and their sisters and it just everyone's so intertwined that you almost forget sometimes when something's going on that it's like, oh shit, like, oh, they're related.
Right, like, oh man, how is this conversation gonna play with something entirely different?
Yes. So obviously he comes around, they share a kiss in the powder room, but then the whole David storyline brings that to a complete halt.
Which I feel worse for David in this. I feel like the first time we saw him, he was just an idiot, gambled everything away. I kind of thought that storyline was going to be done with because he gave the car. I assumed he would be on his path to paying stuff back.
Yeah.
But they just devised a plan to just eat everything about his life away until there was nothing left.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy to me. Obviously, he owed a lot of money, and he didn't only owe it to Tony, he owed it to Richie as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, the way that they went about just absolutely destroying everything in his life.
That doesn't make financial sense to me. I don't think there's any way that they recouped everything that they owed. So
No.
to destroy everything just like seemingly overnight, you're not going to get any more money out of this guy now.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, obviously, it would have taken him an extremely long time to pay it back. But, I mean, I'm sure they didn't want to help him at all. But either you, like, kind of help him out to, like, get him rolling again or whatever it may be, having him declare bankruptcy seemed like such a weird way to close that chapter with David.
Especially because they had that conversation about being younger and kids and stuff. And I had totally forgotten that, like, this is one of their childhood friends. This is not just some random gambling addict. Like, this was someone very close to them. So, I don't know. It just seemed like a weird solution to a problem that probably had a better solution.
Yeah.
But it nearly brought him to taking his own life.
Yeah.
It destroyed his son's life, who doesn't have the money to go to college anymore. Destroyed the wife's life because the business is in her name. And now Vic isn't even showing up to have lunch with Carmela.
The whole David storyline is just really sad. I don't know what the future holds for him because really, like, his whole life is completely destroyed and his family's.
I would assume at this point we don't see them anymore because they have nothing.
The leasing sign on the building, that might have been the end of what we see. Obviously, we do know that Meadow is still friends with his son and they're getting all their college acceptance letters and all of that. I just put together that he got into Georgetown.
Yeah.
And she's waitlisted. But if he can't go to college...
Ooh, a spot opens up. Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, I don't think it works that way, like a 1-for-1. Well, it does work a 1-for-1, but I don't think you, like, pick.
No. I mean, it's not to say that she's next on the list.
Right.
But...
I could see that.
I don't know. That just, like, popped into my head. But the whole Vic situation, though, at the bar, I mean, the patience that man had for David, like, he literally just watched him ruin his sister and her family's lives just with his gambling addiction. And then for him to kind of throw it back on him and say, like, you weren't there for me, like, neither was my wife.
Okay.
I was like, dude, I mean, I understand that addiction is like a disease, but you are responsible for this. No one else is.
Right, you're throwing it on everyone else. Take some accountability.
Right. So we kind of went back and forth for a minute about what we thought Vic was gonna do.
I definitely thought Vic was gonna confront Carmela to be like, can you at least let my sister keep the business or something? But
yeah, I mean, I think at that point it was too far gone. He was already getting like letters. It was going to be like a fraudulent business. There wasn't really anything that could be done.
Right.
But to maybe be able to like let him have that money back for the college fund or let him work for it, something.
If this comes back to Meadow was already pissed about the car. Can you imagine how pissed Meadow's gonna be if she finds out that her dad is responsible for just destroying their entire lives.
I mean, she doesn't even want to go to Georgetown either. So imagine her getting in because he can't go or whatever it may be.
Right.
But very interesting the way Vic handled it. That's exactly how I thought he was going to handle it. His sister made a comment about like, oh, you know, don't get involved. She's married to Tony Soprano. And his thing was, oh, I don't care who she's married to. She's married, which obviously he crossed that line. But then for the Tony Soprano name to be brought up again with David, that was where he was just like, no, like this is done. We're not involved anymore. I want nothing to do with the Sopranos.
Probably smart, because he most likely would have ended up dead if he kept going over for wallpaper.
The whole house just gets covered.
I think the last thing that was hugely important, which I think is going to continue to play a big role, is Richie and Janice. Janice just keeps those little tiny messages, even in the middle of sex. They'd be like, you should be boss. And for Richie, for that to sink in, even Richie's had some comments. I mean, I kind of talked highly of Richie, surprisingly, a few episodes ago, I think. But he had that one line of like, oh, if we don't have loyalty, we don't have anything, or something like that.
Like they have to stick together.
Yeah, but Janice kept kind of planting those seeds, and now he's at Junior's house being like, hey, we should try killing Tony again.
Yeah, I mean, Richie sucks, but he does have like some moments that you're like, oh, okay.
He follows that old school code still.
But the whole jacket thing coming up again and the Janice thing, I mean, that sex scene had to be the worst thing that I think I've ever seen. But she just continuously succeeds in getting in his ear.
Yeah, it's not going to be good.
No.
Richie kind of fights back a little bit, but he's losing that battle.
Yeah.
The last thing I'll say is we actually had a nice moment with Livia where Meadow came over and was like, oh, I got waitlisted. And she was like, you're too good for them. And then just gave her some money. And like, that was it. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, no, Livia is a whole lot less bad.
Yeah, we barely see her, unfortunately. Yeah. I mean, she's such a great character, even though I hate her.
Yeah.
But she is such a powerhouse on this show. So we haven't seen much of her. We haven't seen much of Junior.
Yeah.
So I hope that kind of changes moving forward.
Yeah, we got little glimpses of both of them in the last 2 episodes. That actually was a really sweet moment.
And these pair of episodes ended on another sweet moment with Tony hanging out with AJ.
Yeah, so I would consider maybe this storyline closed out for the murder.
Yeah.
But the ramifications of everything else, I mean, we still have 4 episodes left.
3 episodes, 11, 12, and 13, I think.
3 episodes left of the season. So did kind of feel like it closed things out, but...
Yeah, something's got a spark for these last 3 episodes.
Yeah, I mean, there's literally never a dull moment. So
no.
I'm always excited to just get into the next episodes.
Yeah. So if you'd like to see the full-length reaction for this, as well as everything else that we've reacted to, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you would like to interact with us on any other types of social media, all those links are in the description as well. And with that, peace, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.